everyone, we're going to be doing our grade 1 modern today. We're not going to, it's a bit impossible for me to do every exercise with you, so there are a couple that I have chosen to leave out of our class for today, walking being one of them, but if you think I know how to do that, you're welcome to do that at home. Galloping as well, because again, just because we're in a small space, if you're lucky enough to have a big space to dance in, you can practice those things as well. We're going to start with our warm-up. Let's have the music.
1 warm-up.
So on the introduction, we relax over nice soft knees. Here we go. 2 to the bottom, 2 to the middle, 2 to the top. Hands, tiny feet, slow arms. Start all over again. 2 to the bottom, 2 to the middle, 2 to the top. Hands. 2 more times. 2 to the bottom, 2 to the middle, 2 to the top. Quick feet, quick feet. Last time, bouncing knees, remember. Warming up, everything ready to dance. And then at the end, we stand up tall. Well done everybody, that's a good start. Like I mentioned at the beginning, that is when our walking exercise would come, but we're going to leave that off of the video for now. So we go onto the floor and we start with magic feet. So this is where we pretend there's been a spell cast on our feet. And they turn up, they're not being very good toes, and we tell them to be the good toes 3 times. They have a bit of a funny 5 minutes, click fingers, toes up, and then we show off our best good toes at the end. Let's have some music.
Feet.
Looking at our hands, it's hand, hand, foot, foot. Tell them to be the good feet, that's 1. Hands, hands, foot, foot. The second time, hand, hand, foot, foot. What's happened? Oh my goodness, surprised face. Hands, feet, start again. 1, 2, 1, 2. Push them down. Hand, hand, foot, foot. 1 more. Magic spell, what's happening? Hands, feet, show off your best toes. And sitting up really tall. Well done everybody. We're going to move on to our leg stretching exercise. If we were at dancing, we would dance this towards the diagonal of the room. Your legs and your toes would face the piano. But I'm going to do it sideways. And you're welcome to do the same. So let's just check. Yes. So remember, we're stretching one leg along the floor. Slowly first, and then we're extending it to the ceiling, so wherever it goes, make sure it's a lovely straight leg and make sure our bottom hasn't come off of the floor. And then we repeat it, but just a bit quicker the second time. Let's have a try with the music.
Stretching.
Slowly, here we go. Down it goes and bring it up. Other foot. Up to the ceiling, straight legs and pointy toes. Bit quicker now. Down and up and down and up. Ceiling and down, same way again. Down and up. Last time to the ceiling and down. Ceiling and down. Well done everybody. Sit ourselves up and we have our last exercise on the floor, which is our squeeze and stretch. Sometimes we call it the haunted house because it sounds a little bit like it's Halloween, and we've talked about different characters that we could be hiding away from and that you could be looking for. You can tell your mums and dads all of those ideas that we've had at dancing. So, sitting up tall.
And stretch.
On the introduction, we lift arms up. Have a look. Is anything there? Sit up super tall. This is the stretch part. Stretch those legs. Last time. This time it's different. Reach up to the ceiling. We pull the light. everybody. Start again. Tuck in. Have a look. Sit up super tall. Squeeze. Squeeze. This time it's different, remember? We reach up to the ceiling, turn on the lights for everybody, and open the doors with a really straight back at the end. Well done, everybody. Stand ourselves up and give our arms and legs a lovely shake. Now we have an exercise called the puppet. If you've done pre-primary ballet, there is also an exercise called puppet in that, but this one is a little bit different. We need our feet apart and we need our arms out at the sides of us, and we imagine we're a puppet on strings, and they've let the strings of our arms and our head go, and then they let the string of our back go, but then they pull us back up. We do that 3 times, diddly-dum. That was the second time. One more, makes 3. This time at the end it's different. They let one arm go, the other arm go, just our head, and bring us up quickly. So it's been quite slow the rest of the time, but the last one has to be quick and sharp. So we start with our arms down, and imagine you really are a puppet, and the only reason your arms are coming up is because somebody's pulled a piece of string that's brought that arm up at the side. Let's try with the music.
Puppet.
Our arms, our strings lift up. Head and arms, over we go. Wind ourselves back up. First one, second one. One more time. 1, 2. This time it is different. It's first arm, second arm, just head, come up sharp. Start again. 1, 2. Wind ourselves back up. 1, 2. This is the last one. Heavy, heavy. This time it is different. It's first arm, second arm, head up, sharp. Make a nice surprise at the end. Feet together and arms down. Well done, everyone. We're continuing with some arm movements now. We're going to face the diagonal of our room, and we're going to think about our arm swings. Low, medium, and high. We catch something soft, it explodes out, and then we're going to imagine those lovely velvet curtains that we're going to stroke in front of us. Let's get ready for this exercise. So, standing really tall, zip those tummies up, shoulders down. Here we go. It's low and back, middle back, high and hold. Catch something, stretch. Stroke the curtain, start again. Low, middle, high and high. Squeeze, let it go. Halfway through, start again. Low, middle, high. Squeeze, stretch. Last time, here we go. Low, middle, high. Stretch. Well done, everybody. Give our arms a shake. They've been working really hard. Now we're going to think about our running exercise. Now, if we were at dancing, we'd do this in a lovely big circle, which you may be able to do at home. That's brilliant. But I'm going to show you how you can also do it on the spot. So we're going to run, 2, 3, 4. We balance on 5. Then we're going to turn the first way, 2 little turns, and hold. Now this is a bit different to what we normally do in class, but it's still a really good practice. We start our run again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This time we're going to turn the other way. So we're alternating which sides we turn. Let's have a try with the music.
Running.
So we run, 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 run and balance. Turn the first way, 2 little turns, and hold. Running on the spot and almost pixie, turning the other way this time. Start again, 2 more. Run, 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 balance. And turning the first way. Make sure we can see your face. Last time. Run, 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 balance. And turn. And hold at the end. And just pause for a second, everybody. Pause for a second, Miss Lee. Hi everyone again, we just removed Pixie for a moment. She wasn't keen to join in with us. We're on to our rhythm section now. Now this will be very new to everybody, so if you can't remember what we did, don't worry, just join in as much as you can. So we're clapping 1, 2, 3, 4, and then one of our new accented eighth notes, and 5, and then we have Miss B, so she's back, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Then we've also been practicing how we mark that with our feet. So we mark the first 4 beats with our little padding steps. 1, 2, 3, 4. But we still clap and 5. Going to join in. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 6, 7, 8. So I'm going to clap it for the first half of the music, and then dance for the for the second half of the piece of music. Hands ready. We clap and count. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Hands apart. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now we mark it. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 6, 7. Last time. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 6, 7, 8. And arms down. Well done, everybody. Instead of clapping, you could use an instrument at home if you've got one. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And hold it still. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. When you're marking, you do 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So you could also use an instrument. We're now on to the music for our skipping. So obviously I can't go round in a big circle, but you could do skipping on the spot. You could do skipping round in your own circle, or if you're lucky enough to have a big room, skip around your room, or even the garden. Let's listen to the music for our skipping steps. So if you're skipping in a travelling pattern, lovely pointed toe, here we go. Lift up our knees and point our toes. Lots of lovely skipping steps. Try and use our opposition arms as we're skipping, so you can skip on the spot or around in your own circle, still using those arms. Listen to the rest of the music. Then start to count backwards so we know where the ending is. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And a really lovely finish with the music. Well done, everybody. Come back into the centre of your dancing space. We're going to think about our bounces. Now again, this is an exercise that we haven't done too many times in class, so if you're a little bit unsure, don't worry, try to join in as much as you can. So we're now thinking about the difference between bounces, which are smaller, and jumps that are bigger. Little 2 and 3 and 4, big jumps and jumps and jumps. Little 2 and 3 and 4, jump out, jump in. 3 little claps on the end. When you take your jump to what we call our parallel second position, try to think about, we've talked about this in class, the letter M. So we don't go out and in, we want to go up, out, up, in. And think about a big M for McDonald's, that big yellow M. It's a tall M shape rather than a little flat one. See if you can draw the outline of that with your legs and feet. Let's have a try.
Bounces.
Nice soft knees, little first. Little 2, 3, 4, big jumps and 2 and 3. Little 2, M shape, out, in. Little 2 and 3 and 4, big jumps and 2 and 3. Little 2, 3, and out and in. Little 2, 3, 4, big jumps and 2 and 3. Little 2 and 3, out and in. Last time through. Little 2, 3, 4, big jumps and 2 and 3. Little 2 and out and in. And stand up nice and tall. Give everything a shake. Well done, everybody. Now, a new exercise we have recently learnt is running with action. Now, you were coming up with some really brilliant action ideas. We thought about sports in class, so remember, it's a quick run, but then the action is slow motion, almost as if you're walking on the moon. So some people did swimming, some people threw the basketball into the hoop, some people that had a really good idea to test our balance kicked a football, but it's got to be one smooth movement. So we can't do lots of little movements, one slow one. We also thought about animals, a big lion like we had when we were in primary, an elephant's trunk, butterfly wings. So we're going to do, I think there's 4 or 8 gaps in the music. I'm just going to do some random different ones. You can copy me, or if you think you have your own ideas, film them and send them across to us. So I'm going to do the quick running on the spot and then my slow action bit. If you've got the room, you could do it on the diagonal like we do at dancing. Let's have a listen.
With action.
So quick run, slow action. Here we go, running. I'm going to swim first. And run, and then shoot the basketball. Run, kick the football. Run, and hit the tennis ball. Run, this time I'm going to be a bird. And run, I'm going to be that elephant. Run, tiger pounce. And run, tuck my butterfly wings away. Well done, everybody. So those were a couple of ideas of different sports and animals. We also thought about things that you might do just as an activity at home. Some people said about brushing long hair, stepping in something sticky. See what ideas you can come up with. We're on to our bow now for the end of our class, everybody. So let's finish off really smartly. We wait. Step to the side, we do a smart bow, and we thank our music. Well done, everybody. Give yourselves a big round of applause. See you soon.